Welcome back. We do one more problem on maximization case of linear programming problem, right? So this is what the problem: maximization z is equal to this and subject to the constraints. These are the four constraints, and x1, x2 greater than equal to 0 is given to you. Now, the very first step is nothing but convert inequations of the constraints into equations. So that is what I am doing here. So inequations of the constraints by converting equations. So this is all less than or equal to constraints, so therefore no problem. So I am converting that's equal to this equation 1 less than or equal to, and it is equation 2 again less than or equal to, it is equation 3 less than or equal to, equation 4 it is also less than or equal to. All the constraints are less than or equal to constraints, so therefore I have converted inequations into equations first, and then now I am calculating for each constraint, for each equation I am drawing two particular points. Okay, I am constructing two particular points by, as usual procedure, by considering x1 is equal to 0, I will get one point, I calculate one point, and x2 is equal to 0, I calculate another point, right? So this is the usual procedure. That's what I am doing here by calculating x1 is equal to 0. If x1 is equal to 0, that is 3x2 is equal to 1500, x2 is equal to 1500 by 3, that is 500. That is, it is 0, 500. And similarly, if x2 is equal to 0, that is 1500, x1 is equal to 1500, and x1 is equal to 1500 by 2, 750. So therefore it is 750 and 0, this is the point. And similarly, if x1 is equal to 0, 2x2 is equal to 1500, and then x2 is equal to 1500 by 2, 750. So therefore it is 0, 750. And of course it is quite reverse equation. 3x1 is equal to x, if x2 is 0, 3x1 is equal to 1500 and x1 is equal to 500. So therefore it is 500, 0. x1 500, x2 0. x1 is equal to 400. So one equation, one particular point is required to draw this. So therefore x1 is equal to 400. So which means this is 400, 0. So 400, 0. No need to require any another particular point to draw the straight line. Next is equal to 400. So therefore it is 0, 400. So this is what the point 0, 400. So that is itself it is required to draw a straight line, so no need to have any particular and the second point, right? So now consider the graph paper, take the graph paper and then start the problem and drawing the take the two particular points and draw the straight lines in the graph and suitable axis. First of all, consider the graph and draw suitable x-axis and y-axis for x1, x2 values. So here I am considering this is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is y-axis, and here I am considering on x-axis x1 values, on y-axis x2 values of x2, and then you see the points here 750 maximum, here also 750 maximum. So there you consider 100, 200, 300, or you can consider 50, 100, 150, that is 50 centimeters. 1 unit is 1 centimeter is equal to 50 units. I'm considering here 100 units. So on x-axis and y-axis, I'm considering the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 100 units. 100 units. I'm considering 100 units. So therefore, while taking here, I'm drawing the values here 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and last one I consider 800. 750 is the maximum value. Similar fashion here as well. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. So approximately I am trying to take graph paper, construct properly, right? So now the first point is consider equation again. consider equation again. So don't consider all these values. So just consider equation 1, it is less than or equal to, and equation 2, it is equation 3 and 4. All less than or equal to. All are less than or equal to. So first one 0, 500. 0, 500, it is here. It is 0, 500 and 750 and 0. This is 750 and 0. And join the points here. Join the points here. That's what I am writing here. It is equation 1 less than or equal to. I have written very clearly, it is equation 1 less than or equal to. The points are not important. Here the straight line is important, and the respective points on the straight line is also important. And then take out the second equation, it was finished. Second equation 0, 750. 750 is here. And 500 and 0. This is what the point here, 500 and 0. Draw the straight line by joining these two particular points. This is what equation 2, and it is less than or equal to constraint. So what my first of all second line is going to be considered in this fashion, right? So it is equation 2 and less than or equal to, then end the matter, and the second equation was finished. It was constructed as a straight line in the graph. And consider the third one, 400 and 0. This is 400 and 0. This is what single point is enough for you. Draw the line parallel to the y-axis. Why? Because all the values here 400. x1 is equal to 400, x1 is equal to 400, x1 is equal to 400. The entire line which represents x1 is equal to 400. So therefore, that is what whenever you have an equation x1 less than or equal to, an equation x1 less than or equal to 400, then you convert x1 equal to 400, and then x1 equal to 400 can be represented directly by taking one particular line. You can draw one particular line based on this particular point. This is what the equation 3, it is less than or equal to. And similarly, take another particular equation, next equation, fourth equation, 0, 400. 0, 400 is this. Again, these are all the values of 0, 400. Please remember, all the values of 0, 400. Whether my graph is right or wrong, it is based on the based on the proper axis, suitable scale on the axis, right? So therefore, it is required to have some proper attention on taking the suitable scale. So therefore, it is the fourth equation. Fourth equation is also less than or equal to constraint. So therefore, all the equations are drawn as a straight lines in the graph now. So the now you have to calculate the feasible region, and then you have to calculate feasible region, the common region, satisfying all the constraints. Lying a particular region, all the points lying a particular region, which must satisfy one particular proper common region, satisfies all the constraints, all the equations, all the constraints. So right. So therefore, all the constraints are less than or equal to. You see, for less than or equal to, for this side, less than or equal to this side. This is less than or equal to this side. This is less than or equal to this side. Below to the line. So for this below to the line is this. For this below to the line is this. So the common region I am indicating directly, right? So this is what the region, common region, it is going to be considered. We can consider the common region. This is what the common region is going to be shaded, right? So therefore, we have obtained a common region, and then now what you have to do is you have to put the points here. It is origin 0, origin. This is the point 0, 0. And this is the corner point, another corner point A. Put A here, and this is another particular corner point, it is B. And it is another particular corner point C. It is this is not. And come to this, and this is another particular common point D, and this is another particular common point E. So therefore, now come and write immediately after discovering, that is after identifying the corner points. and the feasible region is going to be obtained. After identifying the feasible region, you should identify the corner points and then show that now you have to write the feasible region, the common region or the feasible region. You please specify the feasible region. And by taking the notes, specify the feasible region. The O, A, B, C, D, E is feasible region. This is what the feasible region, in which you have to calculate, identify are all the points G, O, A, B, C, D, E. So 1 or 2 points, except 1 or 2 or 3 points, remaining all the points can be directly obtained. So by taking the equations, you have to solve remaining points. So now you see here, O, it is 0, 0. A is 400. So this is 400, therefore it is 0, 400. 0, 400. This is the point of A. And B, it is going to be solved. Of course, we can solve this by equation 4 and by equation 1. Probably you definitely know this. What is the significance of drawing two particular solving two particular equations? How to? So B is intersecting. It's an intersection point which is passing through particular two lines. 4, equation 4 and equation 1. You solve equation 1 and 4, you will get it. So I am writing here. This is B. This is O and this is A and this is B. It is B is going to be solved by equation 1 and 4. Equations 1 and 4. I am writing here, you please go and solve. Solve the equations, equation 1 and 4 you will get. Of course, equation 4 is 0, 400. That is x2 is equal to 400. Substitute the value in another equation, you will get it. You will get it, definitely. So therefore, that is what the point B, and then C. O is 0, 0 and A is 0, 400 and B. The value of B is nothing but 150 and 400. 150 and 400. And C, I am referring, this is by B, it is going to be solved the equations 1, 4. Equations 1 and 4. If you solve equation 1 and 4, you will get B. And I am writing here C. C, it is going to be obtained by solving. You see here, C is an intersection point, it is going to be solved. Equation 2 and equation 1. Are you able to clear? So this is 1 and this is equation 2. It is passing on through particular two lines, through the two particular lines, so equation 1 and 2. If you solve two equations 1 and 2, you will get C. Equations 1 and 2. Equation 1, 2. If you solve equation 1 and 2, you will get the value of C. The value of C is 300 and 300. 300, 300. It's by solving equations 1 and 2. This is what you will get. And equation D. Equation D. Equation D, it is going to be obtained by solving. You see, therefore it intersects equation 2 and equation 3. Equations 2 and 3. If you solve equation 2 and 3, you will get equation, that is point D. Point D intersects. It is an intersection point and passing through particular lines 3 and 2. So 2 and 3, equation 2 and 3. If you solve 2 and 3, you will get D. What is D? 400 and 150. 400, 150. 150. It is by solving equations 2 and 3. So this is what you have to do is. And finally E. E is equivalent to B. It is a direct point. It's 400. Therefore, it is 400, 0. So E is equivalent to be 400, 0. So this is what the picture of all the corner points. So I have identified the corner points. I have, or else if any particular point is not available, I have solved the equations and I got the values. Just only I left the part is I did not solve equations. You solve the equations, you will get it. That's all. Two equations, or else I can solve one particular one. I solve 1 and 4. Okay, so no problem exactly. So if I solve, so therefore this is what the picture of the feasible solution, and after that identifying the corner points, that is extreme points of the feasible solution. So feasible solution, which means convex set. So right, this is what the convex set. I hope if you remember the definition of convex set, I have explained in one particular class. The convex set is nothing but this is the convex set exactly, right? So what I have specified, that equation 1 and 4, I specify, I write equation 1 and 4, 2x1 plus 3x2 is equivalent to b, it is equivalent to be 1500, that is equation 1, and equation 4 is equal to x2 is equivalent to be 400. Equation 4, substitute this value in equation 1 because it is only a one particular value. So substitute, that's therefore substituting in equation 1, 2x1 plus 3 into 400, 400 is equal to 1500, and which implies 2x1 is equal to, this is 3 4 12, 1500 minus 1200, that is 300. Therefore x1 is equal to 300 divided by 2 is equal to 150, that is what, 150 400. Like this you have to solve two equations. You solve equation 1 and 2, you will get 300, 300. You solve equation 2 and 3, you will get the point D, 400, 150. So this is what you have to do. You have to solve the respective equations. You see the point, and the point is intersecting in which particular two particular equations, lines. When you solve those equations, you will get the point. That is the correct method. Of course, we can identify it in the graph itself, no problem. If you want to identify, you can identify, no problem. If you are able to identify, you can identify, it's no problem, right? So this is what the procedure. Now I am going for last point, that is value of z, calculation of value of z. So value of the objective function, you can write value of the objective function, z, at O. There is the point here, at O, I am writing, on calculating z, O the point here, z I am calculating, it is 0. At A, the value of z is equal to, A is equal to 0, 400. So first one 0, 400 multiplied, 60 multiplied by 400, 24,000. It is what I write here, 24,000. Right? And at B, z is equivalent to B. At B 150 400, that is 50 into 150 and plus 60 into 400, the value, it is 31,500. And at C, z is equivalent to B, and 50 multiplied by 300 plus 60 multiplied by 300. The value, it is 33,000, rupees 33,000. And at D, z is equivalent to B, 400, 150, 50 multiplied by 400 plus 60 multiplied by 150. The value, it is 29,000. You calculate all the values with the help of the calculator or somewhere. Z is equivalent to, at E, 400. 50 multiplied by 400 plus 0, 20,000. So these are the values we have to identify. We have to calculate the value of z at each and every corner point, at A, at O, A, B, C, D, E. We have calculated. So therefore these are the values among which one value is the maximum, one value is the minimum. That is what the intention, to calculate the maximum value or minimum value. Up to here the problem is same. Up to here the problem is same. Nothing difference. Nothing is different. The problem is same. After that you have to select, to calculate maximum value you have to select maximum value. To calculate minimum value you have to select minimum value amongst all the values. So that is the method of finding the maximum value. So what is the maximum value here? 33,000. This provides the maximum value at C. What is the point C? The point C is this one, 300, 300. So now I write the optimum basic feasible solution. So therefore the optimum basic feasible solution is, our final answer is, therefore the optimum basic feasible solution of the given LPP is Z is equivalent to B. Maximize Z is equal to rupees 33,000 at the point C, what it may be, and you have to write the values x1, x2 clearly. That is x1 is equal to 300 and x2 is equal to 300. This is what the solution. This is the basic feasible solution which optimizes, hence it is optimum basic feasible solution. You have to write 2 points. 1, the values of x1, x2. 2, the maximum value of z or minimum value of z. So this is what the optimum basic feasible solution is. Maximize z is equal to at C, that is at x1 is equal to 300, x2 is equal to 300. So this is what the solution. Hope you understand. This is what doing the method of doing the graphical solution, graphical method of solving the problem. Thank you.